KILR. KILR Games.
Hey there, gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to the world tour of Flight Simulator 98. Just one of the simulators that I'm doing this on. Why? Well, because I want to. I mean, I've done it before, but not quite in the detail that I'm doing this. And since I want to do this on several different simulators and just get the experience with all of them, I want to share that with you. And then, you know, you can enjoy this tour as well. All right, so where are we at? We are at Greater Peoria. And let's talk about where we're going to go here. I'm going to change my radio here so we can start hearing some background chatter, because that's always fun. And the sun is coming up, which is cool. 121.85 is clearance. So we should be able to hear some RealATC chatter that's local to Peoria. Okay, so let's talk about where we're going to go. Okay, we got the map up here, and we are right here at Greater Peoria. Let's go ahead and just zoom this map in here. Okay, this is a little better. So Greater Peoria, and we're going to Quad City. So we'll be passing Galesburg along the way. And with FSTraffic, I recorded some airline and general aviation traffic here at Peoria, at Quad City, and even Galesburg, because we're going to be going by close. So
Thank you.
I've recorded some flights going back and forth between Peoria and Galesburg. I didn't get any, or did I? I don't think I had anything going from Galesburg to Quad City, but there will be some other, oh look, plane. There'll be some other flights that are randomly generated due to ILS. So it's not going to be completely empty, but I did generate traffic out in Quad City, and they are flying in different directions too. So it'll be good enough. It'll be good enough for a simulation. And how are we going to get there? Well, it's on our EFIS, but we'll set our 30 about 310.
I understand you're going to change your destination to Chicago Executive.
And if we set this Quad City due south, it'll give us a good intersection as far as how close we are to Quad City. But like I said, we've got it.
220 at 19 Gust 1, question Gust 24.
We've got it right here. So
Eagle with Fox with Kilo.
with Fox
Kilo.
We cleared the Long Beach Airport. Oasis 1 departure. Goffs transition. Goffs direct Hector. KO3 arrival. Maintain 17,000 departure frequency. 125.9er. Squawk 5350.
Let's go ahead and
Okay, the
set
Oasis
to-
departure, Golf's transition, Golf's direct Hector, KO3 arrival, Long Beach, 13,000, 125.9, 5350.
Okay, recheck your initial altitude, sir. The initial altitude would be 17,000.
I'm sorry, 17,000 for 93 Mike.
93 Mike, the readback is correct. Kilo is current. Have a good flight.
Good day.
Haven't heard anything from ProFlight yet. So there's a couple of sound files in there that were generic, and then the others.
U.S. information India.
The others actually came from Peoria, from the
Thank you.
sound files.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
So I understand you're going to change your destination to Chicago Executive?
You hear him say Chicago? So you can tell this is local.
Roger.
Oh. This is almost set up for us.
220 at 19er Gust 1, correction Gust 24.
Moline 949 Tango Verify U.S. information India.
949 Tango.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and switch over to flight service 1222.20, and we'll go ahead and open our flight plan. Technically you don't have to. Radio Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Would you please open my IFR flight plan at this time? I want to change that to clearance.
13 Foxtrot. Roger. We'll open your flight plan at 42.
Okay.
Flight service Aztec 456 Oscar on 122.2.
Now with flight service we can change our flight plan from IFR to VFR. And we may come across that.
Aztec
We might
456 Oscar 5 miles west at 500.
we may have like IFR conditions and it's nice and clear and just go VFR, or the other way around, because we're using Flight Director where I can input in real weather, and so we could have some weather changes along the way. We can amend our flight plan to land at the next available airport. For example, it's like you're too tired to fly, and they will, ATC will actually vector you off, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get weather advisories. Let's see what they're having to say. Flight Watch Cessna 13 Foxtrot on the ground at Kilo Papa India Alpha. Request en route weather advisories.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Weather at Kilo Papa India Alpha. Reported as scattered clouds with tops of 11,000. Measured ceiling at 11,000. Winds from 4,000. 2. Flight level 190 or 05 at 5. Winds from 4,000. 2. Flight level 410 or 330 at 25. Winds from flight level 2602. Flight level 410 or 330 at 25. Altimeter is 2997.
2997. That's not what the weather is. It's clear. I mean, if we pull up Flight Director right here, here's the weather report. I can also bring up weather too by using the weather report, but yeah. So I don't know where they're getting all that other stuff from. So that was weather. Now we can also request airport advisories. Radio Cessna 13 Foxtrot on the ground at 0645 local IFR. Request field advisory.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Contact tower for advisory on 119.15.
Okay, apparently they don't want to do it on flight service. Alright, so let's go ahead and check in with clearance again. And that's 121.85. Thought I just saw a plane up here. Clearance, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. On the ramp, IFR with information, Foxtrot.
Roger, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Cleared as filed. Fly runway heading. Maintain 4,000. Expect 5,000. 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 3076. Departure. Frequency 120.0.
Go ahead.
Well, you can barely hear them on that one. Roger, fly runway heading, maintain 4,000. Squawk 3076.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.65.
Okay. You can request altimeter setting too, which is kind of nice. Alright, so 121.65. Let's see if we hear some ATC chatter for Peoria. And in case you're just joining me on this world tour, yes, I did record my voice and put it into ProFlight 98. And on all the other episodes, I was saying there's like 100
Ground control, Vanguard 776 at the terminal with information, Foxtrot.
Yeah, that's ProFlight. Like I said, there's 140 WAV files. No, there's like
Roger,
497 WAV files. And also, I looked, and there's not one where I recorded for departure. I didn't see that anywhere on the scripts. So on the other ones where I'm flying out and saying, and they're saying contact departure, and then I do that, and my voice goes approach, da 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 da, and approach and departure, they've got the same frequencies for some reason. Yeah, that's just kind of weird. And since I didn't know that that it's pretending to be approach, it was playing the live ATC chat from approach and at departure. So what I've had to do is all the files that I marked for departure is rename them for approach. So that way we're actually hearing the right WAV files for departure. And there happens to be a lot more for approach than departure, so hopefully we won't have a problem because I only put in the amount of departures that I had. I'll know now to get more. Alright, are we on ground? 121.65. We need to check in with them. Ground, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. On the ramp, IFR with information, Foxtrot. Ready to taxi.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, taxi to runway 4.
Runway 4.
American 131. Hold short at the next intersection.
Roger. Hold short at the next intersection. American 131.
Let's go ahead and request our altimeter setting. Ground, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request altimeter setting.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Altimeter is 2997.
2997.
Ground control, Continental 7.
That's not quite what I would ask for.
Taxi to terminal.
I'm like asking for the actual altitude.
Roger, Continental 712.
I think it's on my flight planner here. No, it's not. I thought it was. Yeah, it is. Here it is. Elevation. So they're saying it's 660? This don't look like it's at 660, does it? Alright, well, let's change it. Now that looks about right. That's kind of weird. Whoops. Oh, we can do a radio check too. Ground, Cessna, 1-3 Foxtrot. Radio check.
Cessna 1-3 Foxtrot, transmission scratchy.
Oh well.
Ground control, Galaxy 756 Charlie is clear of the runway. Request taxi to terminal. Galaxy 756 Charlie, taxi to terminal.
Okay, we want
Roger,
runway
Galaxy 756 Charlie.
4. I forget, are there phases of the moon in this? Is it always a full moon, or does it actually change phases? So we got some, we got one aircraft there. Let's see, I think that's the direction that we want to go. That looks about right.
Ground United 1286 Heavy, pushback at gate 74, Gorman 5. United 1286, pushback for 25. Roger.
Those are all generic, and I think I'm going to replace those with the generic ATC that comes from, was it X Chatter, X ATC Chatter. It's a program that's for X-Plane. Really good one. But I think I'm going to use those files to... See, those are listed as like general aviation in the WAV files here for RealATC. But I'm trying to change things up so that way it's not always repetitive. And it plays those general aviation files just about on every frequency. It didn't sound. It didn't sound weak to me. This looks like we're on the actual runway, because I'm seeing these lights. There seems to be yellow. What's all this yellow? Oh, it's the runway. I'm like, where are we at? This is not the right runway. Oh man, I knew we were taking the wrong one. Wish we could scroll this. Alright, that must be 4 right there. I'm curious, what's the air traffic using? We can find out by clicking FSTraffic and go into airport status. Okay, they're using 3, 1, and 4, so that's good. Oh, look, he just appeared. That's probably one of my recordings. They gotta start somewhere. 13 Foxtrot, what the heck are you doing? The runway is not your taxiway. We're improvising, okay? Okay. Oh no. Am I in a parking area? Yes. Arg! We need to go over here. Ah, it's so complicated. Alright, we'll taxi our way back. Or I could cut through the grass. That's not... Oh, he's moving. Oh, so how I recorded this with him doing a pushback, I used slew mode. I did slew mode and just easily brought it back. I did try reverse thrusters, and I guess it wound up tipping over or something and crashed. Which, by the way, if you're recording a flight and it crashes, that's exactly what you're going to see. I'm in the process of getting some more airliners and aircraft and stuff that I can convert to use with this, so there's more variety. I am really not good at helicopters, but I would like to get some helicopters in here. That would be kind of cool. We can see the sun coming up. It's a pretty sky. I thought there was a bird flying around. And no, that was just one of those bugs that's attracted to light that was going to my monitor. Let's make sure we know where we're going here. Okay. We want this taxiway. Is he coming down this way? Yeah, he sure is. We'll go around you. I'm hoping to customize some of these airports. I was working on getting some programs installed for Flight Simulator 5. I'll show you here in a moment. I've got this box of goodies. Although I'm glad I made a backup of my install, because I was activating all this scenery that came with this. It's a pilot shop. I was activating all this scenery. Didn't need to, but I was activating it, and something in there erased most of my scenery with the exceptions of like maybe 5. And so the whole world was like water. I don't know what caused it. But thankfully I had a backup. So I wish I made a backup after I installed everything, but before I activated all that scenery. But I just manually moved stuff over and it should work. I tested it out. Oh man, this whole time this had changed and we weren't hearing any ground chatter. Let's see if we can get some Peoria ground. Give you a chance to hear some.
TWA 8907. Hold short at the next intersection.
That wouldn't be it.
Roger, hold short at the next intersection. TWA 897.
It's like I put work into getting the files for ground, and then I click on something somewhere, and this changes. I don't know why. I mean, it's highlighted, so it's highlighted like it wants to change something, and no matter what I click on, it doesn't. Here, we could do this. 3076, or maybe I can change this. There we go. I'll change this. Nobody cares about that. That's the ADF. We're not going to hear any ground live ATC, are we? That's where they start. That's where they're saying, hey, Peoria, blah, blah, blah. I wonder if there's any. Oh my. Well, something's coming in. Well, we'll wait just a little bit longer and see if someone says something. But in the meantime, this is what I'm talking about here. Pilot shop from Abacus. Now, all this is like a collection of freeware and shareware that people have done. So they got permission from them to put it in here and sell it as a collection. And there's a lot of good stuff in here. There's new and modified planes. There's new locations. Like, they have Las Vegas, but I don't need Las Vegas because I've got the BAO version, which wound up being standard in Flight Simulator 95 and 98. But Hong Kong, there's France, which I believe is covered by Europe 1 or 2. There's a whole bunch of other ones too. Hey, we got someone coming in for a line down. There is planned detailed flights with compass headings, frequencies, altitudes, times for short hops and transatlantic, oceanic flights. Make precision handling using detailed maps and approach plates. Build your own sceneries using sophisticated tools. So there are some simple things in here. Like, there's one called Runway, which allows you just to make a simple airport without having to do any compiling or anything like that, which I've been having a problem with. There's a free program called Airport 2.6, and I've tried to use it, and it just gives me an error. I don't know why. It's not like anyone really uses it anymore, so trying to get support for it is, like, difficult.
Ground, Qantas, 197. Request altimeter setting.
Maybe I didn't have any recordings for ground.
907. Altimeter is 2998.
We can find out
Roger,
here.
2998. Qantas, 197.
Okay. These are the WAV files right here. So here's like all of the... Wait a minute. Sorry. Well, yeah, these I recorded for Peoria, but here they are. They're here's all the approach ones. Let me... Yeah, no. So these are unaltered. The ones that are labeled departure, I had marked down as approach. So it's not these, but these here. You know, and well, you know what? I can just play some of them. Oh, not that. Here's my ground files right here. So if I play some of these.
Fly-1 Pure Attack. Fly-1 Spark from our side of the action. Rescue caution on movement area. Wind 27012, gust 21, proceed on course.
See, and those can actually play within the actual game itself. Here's another one.
Port 4 on contact departure 125. Port 42, Peoria Tower, runway 22, cleared to land, wind 28017, gust 22.
Oh, we just had something come close.
Port 42, turn right on runway 31, right in Alpha, then back to the parking via Alpha, Echo Mike, cross on 13. Port 42, Spark 2 order, did you guys notice any damage? Scott 4741, Peoria Tower, runway 22, cleared to land. That's 4741, right at the end, back to the parking via Alpha, Echo Delta, off on 3.
It's pausing. Yeah. Look at these. This is, I'm running this on Windows 98. Look at this old stuff here. I did 15. There's only 22. It only reads 22 of them.
Hello, 1419, Peoria Tower, runway 22, clear to land, wind 201. Combo 4219, turn right runway 31, right in Alpha. Taxi to park by Alpha Echo Delta, this frequency. 5451, Peoria Tower, runway 22, clear to land, wind 27013, gust 15.
Not really hearing them say Peoria.
5451, turn right on runway 31, right at Alpha. Taxi to parking by Alpha Echo Delta, this frequency. GPS 9823, Peoria Tower, runway 22, clear.
There it is.
28014, gust 25.
He said Peoria.
Yes, they want.
Okay, well, he didn't like that one.
GPS 9823, if you can, left at Echo, taxi to parking by Echo 1, cross runway 13, this is.
Okay, so all these that are listed as TR is tower. And there's a total of 49? I thought there was 43. I think I put extra ones in here. Oh, no. Tower's got 69. That's right. So there's 69 total WAV files for tower. And so, yeah, I go through the recordings and try to find, you know, that many. I didn't have any... Sometimes I can get delivery, and I don't mean DiGiorno or anything like that. Sometimes I can find the clearance delivery recordings from the airport, but this one I couldn't. So there was nothing for delivery on this one. I did manage. I kept in some generic ones from another airport where it didn't say like what airport it was at. And then, of course, RealATC has its own generic, which I threw a couple of those in. But, yeah, so, you know, I can probably close Windows Media Player. Why do I have it open? I don't need it. Alright, so we're here at the runway. I saw like 2 planes like heading towards each other. Why are they doing that? One was going the way he shouldn't have been going. Alright, tower is 119.5. Right? No, 119.15. There it is. And we're going to check in for takeoff. Tower, Cessna, 13 Foxtrot, ready for takeoff.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, cleared for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Roger, cleared for takeoff. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Eventually I'm going to re-record my voice because some of it's a little too slow. It's hard to really know how you should say the script.
Singapore 865, contact departure on 120.0.
Roger, 12.
But I want to get other voices in there too.
865.
69 tower ATCs, and I haven't heard any. They're gonna move us on the departure. We won't be able to get to hear any tower stuff. All right.
K5 runway 42 for the Oscar.
I think.
Thank you. Fly heading 270, reduce speed to 230. You said you had the airport in sight? We have the airport in sight. We'll pull it back to 230.
I think one of those was real. Whoa.
Tower 25. What's up, about?
Come on.
K5 at break off, yes, number.
25.
That was bizarre.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, contact departure on 120.0.
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Good day. Good day. 120. What did he say?
Good morning, Peoria Tower on board 4182. Right downwind, visual approach, runway 4.
That was not the right.
Left downwind.
Envoy 4182, Peoria Tower runway at 4, cleared wind.
You can hear him say Peoria now.
Clear to land, Envoy 4182.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Say again. It's not. He's.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, contact departure on 120.0.
120 point. That's not what it's listed here. It says here 119.95. Oh my goodness. 120.0. Well, at least you got to hear some tower stuff. Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot out of 1,500 for 4,000. IFR. I guess there is a recording for departure.
Foxtrot, radar contact. Turn left heading 295. Climb and maintain 5,000.
Departure Cessna 244 Echo request.
Cessna 244 Echo, go ahead.
Departure Cessna 244 Echo, request a handoff to center.
Cessna 244 Echo, stand by. We'll check.
So I wonder if my departure files will actually play now. Look at the scenery. It's not really that bad. No, it's nothing compared to FSX or X-Plane, but yeah, I don't need to zoom in.
departure. Cherokee 494 Echo is with you out of 4,500 9,000.
So apparently they're giving me departure when they talk, but it's not on the flight planner.
Climb and maintain 10,000. Turn right, heading 210.
Roger, out of 9,500 for 10,000. Understand, 210 Cherokee 494 Echo.
And there's the airport. And Peoria, we are saying goodbye to Peoria. You see that plane out there? I believe that was one of the flights that I recorded from Peoria over to Galesburg.
Cessna 212 Foxtrot. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Roger, Cessna 212 Foxtrot. Good day.
So what else is on Pilot Shop here? There's some stuff on the back here. So, yeah, Pilot Shop is a unique collection of aircraft, scenery, navigation tools, and secret Easter eggs. So some of the locations is Hong Kong, Las Vegas, Aspen, Grand Tetons, France, Canada, Scotland, Switzerland, Vietnam. I know Phoenix Sky Harbor is in here. The new aircraft, DHC-6 Twin Otter, Mitsubishi MU-2A, McDonnell Douglas DC-9, DC-9-30A, Citation Jet, a sailplane, a Cessna, a 3-engine Learjet, and then the Easter eggs, like there's like Microsoft headquarters, the Kremlin, Big Ben, Taj Mahal, Mount Rushmore. And there's situation files where you can load them up and be able to see the scenery. And then there's like stuff in here for flight planning and approach plates. Some of it is shareware though, and you would have to like purchase it to get the full benefits. But since these are so old, chances of you being able to get hold of the author to do that is probably slim to none. And there's more information in here, and we can go over this on some of our flights. I'm going to zoom in here. There we go. Well, there one flight disappeared. No, it didn't. Well, no, it's going back and forth there. I saw something fly over here. Yeah, see, here's one. And that's a runway. Okay, so that's... I think that's one of the planes that I recorded. There he is. Yeah, he's going back towards the airport. Now up ahead, here is Galesburg, which is KGBG. That's an aircraft way up there. That's where the airport is at, so there's some air traffic going on there. I figured I had to, you know, otherwise, you know, we'd be flying nearby a dead airport. Not getting any ATC chatter for departure.
Departure, Falcon 316, through the level at 9,000.
No, that's ProFlight 98.
Falcon 316, Zulu, roger.
Ah, we're going up in elevation again.
NASA 906, you for that altitude, maintain 14,000 for that C9 traffic.
906 for your 14,000.
Thanks a lot, appreciate that.
Okay, that was ATC chatter right there. Oh, I don't have my autopilot on. No wonder it kept going. Like, we're at 6,000 feet. Why are we going so high? That's because I didn't have my autopilot on. Duh. I know the scenery is repetitive, but you know, I mean, it looks okay, you know, for an old simulator. I had loads of fun with this.
Thanks for the tight turn, that traffic cell factor. Additional traffic 12 o'clock and 14 miles northbound, a C9 level at 15,000.
I mean, I actually did fly around the world with this. I did bigger jumps. I didn't do like what I'm doing now, you know, where it's pretty ambitious, where I'm not flying to every single airport, but you know, just going and exploring around. And then with X-Plane, I do an actual thing where I fly to the airport, and then I do this, you know, let's go check out, you know, what's around the area. So I'll talk about the real airport. I'll get some information on it. I'll find out like what's around that particular airport and town, and we kind of go into town and go check things out. So it's kind of like with all where I'm doing the same flight on every simulator. The X-Plane one is kind of like the cherry on top.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, descend and maintain 5,000.
Yes, I know. That's exactly what we're doing. Roger. Out of 5,000, 500 for 5,000. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. What, they don't want to change me to center? Alright. I got a couple of more packages here. So, here's one. And let's find the scissors. What did I do with them? I don't know. Maybe my cat walked away and took it with them. Well, this is dumb. It's like I saw them.
209 uniform, fly heading 160 vector for traffic. Climate maintain 7,000. 7,000, 09 uniform. 209 uniform, fly heading 160 vector for traffic. Climate maintain 7,000.
We'll rip it open like it's Christmas.
9823 is going to maintain 4,000.
That one I think was real. Okay, so this is for, I got this for Flight Simulator 2004. And I can use it for 2002, but it's got, fully compatible with VFR photographic scenery. But anyway, I got this. British airports. So this works on 2002 and 2004. So I may use it on both, or I might use like the British airports on one and use something different for the other. So with me getting all this stuff, I guarantee you we're going to be going to all these different airports. So I'm just kind of stocking up on stuff. I like onto the...
Seneca 6, Juliet Golf, stay requested on course heading.
Okay, done. Departure.
Seneca 6, Juliet Golf, Fighter.
I had gone to the back of our house to dig up the stuff that I had, and then
Your on course heading is 211.
look around to get stuff.
373 is with you out of 5,000 for 8,000.
Man, where the heck are those scissors at?
373, climb and maintain 9,000. Turn right. Heading
Oh, I found them.
330.
Think.
Roger. Out of
Oh.
8,000 for 9,000. Understand. 330. Korean
Ow.
373.
NASA 916, thanks for the tight turn. That traffic's no factor.
Don't ever
Traffic
hold
12
scissors
and
like
4 miles
towards
northbound,
you.
A C9, level at 15,000.
Sounds like she said feline. There's a feline. If you'd seen some of my other videos, yeah, there is a feline. I either have a female cat that's in here that just sits there and whines. Her name's Talia. She's got the nickname of Alia. She's our oldest cat. Ooh, I think FS Clouds kind of kicked in. Check that out. Jet trails. Yeah, that's a cool thing with FS Clouds. See, we can see some traffic going on here. Can I turn my lights off here? Yep. You can see things just fine. Visibility looks like crap, but... Alright, so I'm opening another... and I think I know what this is. I'm hoping it's... Thing is taped up on every side. Yes! It's exactly what I was hoping for. My goodness, this thing is almost like brand new. Holy smokes. Europe 1. This is the CD-ROM version. I already had Europe 1, but what I've got is this one. Now, are they the same? Is Europe 1 here? Europe 1 here. I believe they are the same. Oh, really, Bixby? Here's what I found. Oh man, I swear this thing like... No, stop spying on me.
Departure, Barrick 10 is with you out of 4,000, 8,000.
Barrick 10, climb and maintain 9,000. Turn right, heading 040.
But this is on floppy disk.
Roger, out of 8,000, 9,000. Understand 040, Barrick 10.
My i7 computer, which isn't working, has a floppy disk drive, but when I can get it up and working again. So, okay. So, and they're both by they both have BAO. BAO. It's just one was released. This thing's thick. One was released by Apollo, but I think they're both exactly the same. Where's my other one? Good one here. So I've got this, but now I've got something that matches this. This is well cared for too. I mean, look how nice. It's not crushed or anything. Now what I need is Europe 3.
Stock 80 X-ray, turn right, history 10.
If anyone has that and would like to sell, please let me know. Because that one has got coverage in England and stuff, and I mean, we got time. I'm not going to be there anytime soon, but I really want to get my hands on it. And so if you've got it and you're not using it,
American 129, turn right heading 040.
I would be very interested in getting it from you. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, that looked weird. This is weird. That looks really weird. Boy, is visibility not that good?
Stock 80 X-ray, turn right, history 10.
Where's the airport? I think we're flying right over it. No? Maybe not. That airplane down here, he's going somewhere.
Gulfstream 66 Delta, go ahead.
Let's look up the weather.
Gulfstream 66 Delta, request a handoff to center.
We'll use flight director. Let's get a weather report on KGBG. Skies are clear. Visibility is 20 miles. Well, for 20 miles, that looks like crap. I don't think FS Clouds is playing nice. Boy, departure frequency's been kind of slow. They never moved me off the center. I'm hearing like noises. So the aircraft, I got some more good stuff that's coming for Flight Simulator 5. I want to be able to get some more aircraft into Flight Simulator 98, so I can use it with the FSTraffic. It can't have any moving parts, though. If the airplane has got moving parts, it won't be able to convert it. But that's where... Anyway, when I can... find... So I've got Flight Shop because I needed this in order to use this RealATC with Flight Simulator 5.1 because it doesn't have adventures. You have to get this in order to install it. And the manual for Flight Shop, my goodness, that thing is thick. But yeah, I want to get some more planes converted over for FSTraffic, so that way there's even more variety of stuff flying out there. This is kind of crummy. It's cool. I like being able to see the trails. How far away are we from Quad City? .20. Oh no, 114.4. It's this one. We're 15 miles, and they're not. Did I ever tune into departure? I don't think I... No, I did, because I remember saying departure. Maybe I'll request vectors. Departure, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request vectors.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn left heading 320, descend and maintain 4,000.
Roger, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Good day. I had to wake him up. I'm like, hey, I'm out here, guys. I'll go ahead and report my position too. Departure, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Position report 13 miles from Kilo, Mike, Lima, India, to the southeast at 0737 local IFR.
Roger, Cessna 13 Foxtrot, 12 miles from Kilo, Mike, Lima, India. But 0737 local, altimeter is 3049er. Cessna 13 Foxtrot, contact approach on 118.25. Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn left heading 315, descend and maintain 4,000.
Approach, Cessna 13 Foxtrot is with you at 4,000. IFR.
Roger, Cessna 13 Foxtrot, radar contact. Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn left heading 315, vectors with a visual runway 5, approach.
Approach bearing 116 at 6,000, squawking 6576.
Bearing 116, turn left, heading 030.
Roger, turn 030, bearing 116.
Runway 4110, descend to positive discretion, maintains 3,000. Positive discretion down to 3,000, runway 4110.
That's some real ATC right there. So we'll be hearing some ATC now from Quad City, from the real Quad City. Man, this bothers me. This is like a big wall or something. Runway 5 approach. What's the traffic using? Let's see. No repair airport status. Runways in use 27.
Left heading 305.
Oh, what? No.
Runway 4110, descend to positive discretion, maintains 3,000. Positive discretion down to 3,000, runway 4110.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Say again. He's not going to. Okay.
Approach Vanguard 278 at 7,000.
It's like,
squawking 74.
You heard me.
Vanguard 278, descend and maintain 2,000. Turn left, heading 140.
Roger. Down to 2,000. Turn 140. Vanguard 278.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn left heading 300.
Oh, he wants me to go there.
Flying 260, vector file for report. Ready, 260, Scout 4212.
I'm making my own descent. I don't want them to sit there and... I don't want to sit there and try to go down, you know, with a huge speed, which is kind of like what I'm going right now, you know, at 4,000 or 5,000 feet.
5,000, squawking 4155.
Kiwi 685, send and maintain 2,000.
Roger, down to 2,000, Kiwi 685.
Airport's over there somewhere.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn left heading 290. Climb and maintain 4,000.
290. So I'm kind of already on there. Roger. Left 290 out of 3,000. 500 or 4,000. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Alright, I'll go back up to 4,000. But I'm going to do it slowly.
Approach American 210, level at
50. We're going to do it slowly.
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn right heading 020. Send and maintain 3,500.
Now he wants me to go 3,005. I was just at that.
Scout 4212, contact tower, good day. Over tower, good day, Scout 4212.
KPIA 811 Heavy, descend at flight discretion, maintain flight level 240. KPIA 811 Heavy, turn discretion to 240.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn right heading 040.
Alright. I am.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Cleared for final for runway 5. Contact tower on 119.45 when established.
119.45. Whoops. Roger. Until established on final for runway 5 Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
Approach Aloha 345 with 5,000, squawking 4524.
Aloha 345, send and maintain 3,000.
Roger, down to 3,000, Aloha 345.
Checking in for landing. No, not takeoff. There it is. Tower, Cessna 13 Foxtrot, 7 miles to the southwest at 3,500. IFR, landing.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, wind 050, altimeter is 3049, cleared to land 5.
I see the
Commander
runway.
217 Zulu, contact departure on 118.3.
Roger, 118.3, Commander 217 Zulu.
We're getting a thin runway. Oh, maybe not. Okay. It looked like it was a thin runway. Now, if you're given a visual approach, you can ask ATC to give you an instrument approach. Is the wind blowing? There shouldn't be any wind. Oh, there might be some wind. Now I'm hoping I'll be able to get in and get to these airports before we fly to them and start putting in buildings and stuff like that.
Cactus 564, contact departure on 118.3.
Roger, 118.3, Cactus 564.
Man, I'm still going in hot. A little bit more quicker than what I really want to go. Out loud.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, contact ground on 121.95 when clear of the active.
Oops, I missed that taxiway. Roger, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Good day. I think there's another.
642, approved in the safety air runway 31, hold towards the midfield.
No, that's a runway.
Runway 27 approach.
People 249.
Fuel box is over here, though.
Towards the airport now, sir. There's traffic at your 4 o'clock and down behind you, 727 also. Okay, we're turning now, people 249.
Citation 397, whiskey, contact departure on 118.3.
Wait a minute, is there a taxiway down
Roger,
there?
118.3, citation 397 whiskey.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's connected. We can... I know I recorded some traffic here. It seems kind of dead. There's probably too many flying objects out there. It's only going to have so many things out there.
Departure on 3401.
Come on.
Station 2 Whiskey Alpha, change my frequency 124.25.
I think he said Quad City. Are we on ground? We are on ground. No, we're not. 121.95. Ground, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Clear the active runway.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, taxi to terminal.
Ground control, Qantas 713 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to terminal.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of my air traffic.
Qantas 713, taxi to terminal.
Let's do this. Let's go to
Roger,
our
Qantas
modules, or sorry,
713.
FSTraffic, and we'll do traffic generator. Are you sure? Yes.
Friend 003 Heavy, gate 27 is occupied. Just make the left turn on uniform and hold. Left turn on uniform and hold.
Alright, maybe that didn't work. Oh, you know what? I don't think I took the Bloomington stuff out. It's probably still generating traffic over there, so there's no room to...
Quad 4, quad to the ground. Quad 4, we're using runway 9er right now.
He's saying quad.
Quad 4, quad to the ground. Quad 4, we're using runway 9er right now.
Of course, it's repeating the same, the same wave file. Alright, so we're here at Quad City. We'll go ahead and close our flight plan. .20. Radio, Cessna 13 Foxtrot is on the ground. Would you close my IFR flight plan at this time?
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Roger. We'll close out your flight plan at 52.
What does 52 stand for? Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Roger. Thank you. Maybe that was the time at 52, 52 minutes.
Gulfstream 633, uniform on 1.
We'll just turn that off. All right. Well, we're here at Quad City. Just moving right along. All right. So on the next flight, I'll make sure that I've turned off some of the other airports. I probably still have Wilmington, Champaign. I probably have traffic still generating there and Bloomington. And so it's not recording anything over here, but that's okay. We'll just say it's quiet. It's early in the morning. But when we get back into the plane and fly, it won't be. So 7:53 right now, and we'll take a little bit of a break and go get some breakfast. And I don't know. I think we'll maybe come back around 9 o'clock. What do you think? It's about an hour to kind of take a break and get some steak and eggs, chicken and waffles or something. All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining me, and don't forget to check out the other videos for the other simulations, the other simulators for the same flight, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this flight and trip back in time, then you might enjoy some of these other videos I made of the same flight. This is just a small sample of the other simulators I'm also using for the World Tour, so you can check out how things compare there if you like. Or perhaps you have fond memories of one of them and just want to see more. There will be more flights, so remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in the skies.